Hello everybody, welcome to Totally Tabled. My name is Shaggy, and today I'm doing a full solo playthrough of Amsterdam. If you don't know, Amsterdam is a remake of Macao, one of my favorite games. In fact, you can go watch my top 50 games of all time to see exactly how much I like it. There's quite a few changes from the original. One of the biggest changes is that the original didn't have a solo mode, and now we have an official one in the box, and that's what I'm going to be playing today. In fact, I have everything already set up. You pretty much set up exactly like you were playing a two-player game. The one difference is you only have one of each of the colors of dock workers. You place them randomly out, making sure that they don't match the color of dock where they are. Other than that, you just pick a color for your solo opponent. They're called Tom in this game. Give them a canal marker and a scoring marker, and that's pretty much it. We're ready to go. Now don't worry if you don't know how to play Amsterdam or if you've never even heard of Macao. I'm going to teach the game as we play as always, so let's just jump right in and get started. Now at the beginning of the game we have a tiny bit of extra setup to do. We're going to get to select a starting card, and depending on player count you're going to deal out a certain number of cards. For a two-player game we're going to deal out one of the green cards and two of the blue cards. And we're going to get to select one to keep. I won't go over these quite yet. I think I'll take this one. And then we just place it down here in our unactivated row. And you can see here we have space for 5 cards. The leftover cards get discarded. And then we get to select some cubes to put onto our win rows. We're going to place 1 cube in our 1 slot, and then 2 cubes in our 2 slots, and we get to pick which colors we want. And in order to activate the card that we just got, we're going to need 2 orange cubes. So let's go ahead and pick that for our 2 slot. And for our 1 slot, we might want to look onto the board here to see which good we want to get. Not sure if I have a great idea of what I want. Let's take a pink. And we put one of them right there. We get to start with 1 money, and I'm using poker chips in this case. And there we go, setup is complete, we can begin the game. The first thing we do each round is deal out a number of cards, and it's going to be different than setup. In this case, we're going to do 2 of the tan cards, 1 green and 1 blue. There's 12 rounds in the game, and each round we're going to deal out cards exactly like that. And now in turn order, we select a card. If you look at the canal track, you can see that Tom, who's playing yellow, is on top, which means he's first player. So he gets to select a card first. Tom is always going to take the card that has the least resource cost, which is there in the middle. So you can see this takes 3 cubes, 2 cubes, 2 cubes, and 3 cubes. So he's going to choose between these 2. He always favors district cards, which are these tan ones. So he's actually going to take this card, and he doesn't keep it, he just discards it. He's just keeping us from being able to select it. So now we have a choice of these. Now I should note that I'm using the English language cards. The cards that come in the game itself just have these icons on them. I had to specially order cards that also include the English. So you can see here for this district card, it's going to take 3 orange in order to activate it. And once it's active, we'll be able to spend an orange cube in order to get a coin and a point. That actually works really well for us because our card here, once we activate it, says whenever we use 1 or more Jordan district maps, then we gain an extra money. So that seems like a good combo. So why don't we grab that one? And the other 2 just get discarded. Okay, that's phase 1 over. Phase 2, we roll the 6 dice. And now in the solo game, regardless of turn order, Tom is always going to get to do his actions first. And he behaves very differently than a regular player would. The first thing that Tom does is he looks for any 1s. And for each 1 that gets rolled, he moves 1 space up on the canal. He then looks to see if any triples were rolled. That basically is going to let him take some of these dock workers and deliver them. Luckily, we didn't roll a triple, so we can move on. He's then going to look to see if any 6s were rolled. We rolled 1, and it's with the orange die. So that means he's going to take one of the goods here in the orange district. So you can see here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. And he's going to always favor the one that has the smallest number. So in this case, there's only one 1. There's a couple of 2s and then 2 3s. So he's going to take this 1 and take the good there and put his control marker there. He's then going to look to see if he can deliver it to the black market. We have a space here for each of the 9 different types of goods. And right now, this particular good is empty, so he can place it there in the black market, and he receives 2 coins. I'm just going to place his money right there. If he couldn't deliver to the black market, he would then deliver it out to the warehouses and score points instead. If I had rolled more 6s, then he would do that for every color that rolls a 6. The last thing that Tom does on his turn is he looks at the current market tile for the round. In this case, it shows that you can spend 3 money in order to get 5 points. If he has the money available, he'll do it. In this case, he's 1 short, so instead, he just gets a coin. And there you go. That's Tom's turn completely over. We can now complete our turn. And we're going to do this every round. It doesn't matter turn order. Tom always acts first in this second phase. Now for us, we get to pick 2 of these dice, and we're going to get cubes equal to the value on the die. So I'll tell you straight away, considering the cards we have, this 6 of orange is looking real nice. So we're going to get to take 6 orange cubes. The trick is we don't get those right away. Instead, we put them on the 6th spot of our wheel. We won't actually be able to use those 6 action cubes until 6 rounds from now. And that's the core brilliant mechanism here, this win rose. Now we get to take 1 more of these dice, and we're really not quite sure what we're going to need. I think I'll take one of these 4s. Let's just go ahead and take the 4 purple. And we put them in the 4 spot. Now that we've done that, we get to turn our wheel 1 space. And so whatever was in the 1 spot now becomes available, and we get to use it on our turn. So at the beginning here, we only have this 1 pink. Now we can use these action cubes to do quite a few different actions. If we have the corresponding cubes, we can activate one of our cards. We can spend cubes in order to use a card that's already activated. We can spend cubes to move our ship, and it doesn't even matter what color they are. We can just spend 1 cube for 1 movement of our ship. We can spend cubes to move up the canal. That determines turn order, and also as you cross these bridges, you get points. You'll see all of that as we go along. But here in this first turn, I want to use this in order to get one of these goods. And so I'm going to take my crest, and we're playing red, and in that pink district over there, there's only 1 space that requires 1 cube. And so we're going to take control of that block. We're going to spin this 1, put our crest there. And now we have a choice of what to do with this good. We can either immediately sell it to the black market here, sort of like what Tom did. And as a reward, we can either get 2 coins or 1 cube of our choice. Or we can place it here on our mat and have it available to deliver to the corresponding warehouse where we can get points. That particular good would be delivered right here. You can see the first one to get delivered would be worth 6 points, then 4, and then 3. I think for right now, I'd actually like to just deliver this to the black market. And I'm going to get 2 coins. Keep in mind, you can only control one of these blocks once per round. And then another thing you can do once per round is to take advantage of the market tile. And unlike Tom, I have 3 money. So I'm going to spend 3 and immediately get 5 points. And there we go. That's the end of the round. We finish up by doing a little bit of cleanup. We're going to move the round marker down 1. And you can see there, it's showing a shipping bonus. That's the amount of victory points you get for successfully delivering a good during that round. So the faster you can start delivering stuff to these warehouses, the more points you're going to get. It's really hard to deliver something in that first round, but if you could, you'd get 7 additional points. In this coming round now, you'd get 6, and it keeps going down by 1. We then get a new market tile. Okay, for this market tile, we'll actually be able to spend 2 money in order to get 3 points and a movement up the canal. And then we start the second round by just drafting cards again. We're always going to go 2, 1, 1. And Tom is first again. We have a tie for the lowest cost, and they're both district cards. So in this case, we get to decide which one that he takes. And honestly, we have a bunch of purple here, so we might be interested in that one. Let's have him take this brown district. So this is very interesting. Let's see what these other 2 cards do. This blue card says gain 1 point for each of your crests in the city at the end of the game. That could be quite a few points. I think I do like that card, so let's go ahead and grab that one. And now we roll the dice. Oh no. That was a really bad roll. Okay, so Tom's first. No 1s, so he's not going to move up the canal. But look at this. We rolled a triple. So we're going to consult this chart right here. And we look at the number that was rolled that was the triple. In this case, 6s. And it says light green. So that means we're going to go to the light green dock, and he's going to deliver that dock worker to what's called the magazine over here. And he's going to score that many points, and because he's first to do this, he's going to get 9 points. In addition, he gets 1 coin every time he does that. So that was a very unfortunate roll. And the unfortunate continues because he's now going to get to place a crest for each of these 6s. So let's start with the black. He's going to go for the lowest number, and we have 2 1s here. So the second thing he's going to look for when there's a tie like that is if he can place a crest next to one crest that he's already placed, which is not the case here. We then break the tie based on whichever block is furthest to the left. He's going to deliver that to the black market when he can and get 2 money. Okay, next is brown. Once again, we have 2 1s. They're not next to any previous crests. And now pink. So we have a bunch of 2s. Still nothing adjacent, so this one's furthest to the left. Man, that is really unfortunate. He is now absolutely loaded, which means he can definitely take advantage of that market tile. He's going to spend 2, get 3 points, and move up 1 on the canal. Wow, so all at once, the black market here is pretty much getting completely drained. Well, we got a bunch of 6s here. We get to take some cubes. I like pink. Let's get that going. And I might actually get 4 gray. Because one thing you want to keep in mind is if you ever spin this wheel and there are no cubes available, you have to take a punishment token. And you're going to lose points for these at the end of the game. So by taking those 4 grays, we can at least ensure that we're not going to be punished for any of those. We still have this 2 to fill, but no 2s were rolled, so we can't do that. You also can take a punishment if you ever need to place a card here and everything's filled up. There's no place to put it. So you have to be constantly trying to get these inactive cards activated. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that 4 gray. We need that for this one. So now we spin. And we're getting 2 orange. Now, one thing we can always keep in mind is that we're allowed to save 1 cube between rounds. Anything extra we have to get rid of. So we want to try to spend everything that we can, but we are allowed to keep one in storage. Now what I wanted to do was to spend these 2 just to activate that card right away. Then we wouldn't get to do anything else, and I would kind of like to get one of these goods. So maybe we'll hold off for now. So 2 oranges could get us that right there, a cheese, which we could put to the black market. We could get this one. That wouldn't put us on the black market, and then there's a cheese here as well. I think I'll take that one right there. And we're going to go ahead and put that into the black market right away. We'll get this 2 money because we can then spend it immediately at the market to get 3 points and move up 1 on the track. Okay, we're taking a risk here that we're going to be able to complete some of these orders before we fill up, but I wanted to take advantage of that. Okay, new market. That's going to be 3 coins for 4 points and 2 movements up the track. Tom is first. He's going to take that away, unfortunately. Oh boy, okay. So this one would give us a point after moving at least 2 spaces with our barge. That's an interesting card, and it's one that we could actually complete here. If you have at least 3 active district maps, gain a coin every round. We only have 1 of those right now. All right, I'm going to take this, and we're going to hope that we can fulfill it here quickly. We really want to see a 1 so we can avoid some punishment. Okay, well, we got 1-1. That's something. Okay, so Tom, with that 1, he's going to move 1 space. And then we rolled a triple again. The 5 is light pink. And that's 7 points. And a coin. Oh boy, that is not good. Well, I say, let's take that 1, just so we can avoid any sort of punishment. We're not going to be able to do much with that, though, actually. We could hold it over for next time. Well, one really good thing, though, is the 3 purple would come in here with the gray, and will let us get that. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, I'm questioning this, though. Maybe we'll take the punishment. And just have nothing this round. But we'll have better rounds next time. Because with this 1 orange, I couldn't really do much other than just move up the track there. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to get 5 black instead. Okay. So we spin. We have nothing. So we get a punishment marker. We're going to lose points at the end of the game for that. Oh, and I forgot. Tom, last thing he does on his turn. He's going to take advantage of that market tile. 3 money. 4 points. 2 movements up this. He crosses that bridge, so he gets 2 more points. Oh, this has not been a really good start. Not a great start at all. Okay, we're going to have to start making a move here. Okay, Tom, he has a choice between these 2. He's always going to choose the district. Which is nice because I like those 2 orange there. I can make that happen. And that says after using 1 or more of this orange district map, which we have, you gain a gray resource. That's fantastic. That works with what we're doing here. So let's grab that one. And we're going to need the dice to be a little kind to us here. Ooh, boy. Okay. Well, at least we didn't roll any triples. 1, 1. Whoops, that's me. And yeah, no triples, but 2 6s. So he's going to go for an orange good. He's got these 2 2s, and they're both adjacent. So this one's furthest to the left. He can't put it in the black market, so instead he's going to deliver it. And he's going to get 7 more points. Plus the shipping bonus. We're in round 4, so that's 4 additional points. Okay, he's really running away with this now. And for the pink, this one's furthest to the left. 8 and 4, 12 more points. This might be unrecoverable from the start. First, Tom is going to take advantage of that market tile. 3 more points. I'm not going to be able to avoid disaster here, so I think I'm just going to go big. We'll get a bunch of orange and a bunch of pink. And we'll see if we can't do something with that. So we're going to spin. We're going to get these purples. Not going to be able to complete any of these, so that is a problem. I think I'm going to spend 2 purple. Grab that. It can't go to the black market, so we put it here into our sort of personal warehouse. And now in order to deliver this good, it needs to be on our ship. And we're able to move any goods that we have in our warehouse onto our ship as long as our barge is in a location that has one of these cranes. There's 7 of them around the board. And our starting location has one as well. So because we're there for free, just as a free action, we can move all of our goods onto our boat. So now it's available to be delivered. I then think I'll spin these 2 purples to move my barge. 1 and 2. And now that I'm there, I can deliver this for free. Get those 3 points plus the 4 for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And there we go. Unfortunately, that's all I can do. Okay, Tom's going to take that one. So this one's interesting. At the end of the game, any cards that you have down that you haven't been able to activate, you actually get one of these penalty tokens. If you have this card, however, you won't. So that could be useful. This card would give you 1 money or 2 if you had that particular type of building activated, which we don't. We don't even have one. So that's not great. I'm not crazy about any of these cards, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'll select this card, and then when you're all filled up like this, you have to pick one of these. So I could replace this with one. I don't really want to do that, though. I think this one's just fine. So, well, actually, you know what? I will. I will replace this one, and then I have to take another penalty token. Not good. Okay. Wow. Another triple. In this case, it's the gold dock. $5 points. There's also 2 1s. 1, 2. That's 4 more points. And then he's going to use the market, spend 2 to get 4 more points. I think in this case, we just want to get as many cubes as we can. So let's go ahead and get 3 brown. Yeah, let's get 3 gray as well. So we'll load this up with a lot of different colors. Maybe that will help. Okay, so now we're going to spin. And thankfully, we can now activate a card. So we spend the required amount. We place it on top of our board. And that one isn't really doing much for us at the moment, but at the end of the game, we'll get a point for every one of our crests that are here. And now we have, at least we have some space now for the next card. Here we have 6 oranges, so we'll be able to take care of quite a few of these cards. Now, ideally, you want your crest to form a group, because at the end of the game, you're going to get 3 points per crest that's in your largest group. There is this one purple here that's got some potential. The gray is way over here, sort of not close to where we are, so I think I will. I'll spin that one purple right here. Grab this. It's going to have to go in our warehouse, and we're not at a crane spot, so we can't load it onto our boat just yet. Unfortunately, we've rolled so many triples that all of the dock workers over on this side of the board are gone. I think we might start making our way this way. I'm going to spend 1 to move 1 up the canal. Now, if you wanted to move a second time up the canal, it would actually cost 2 cubes, and a third time would cost 3 cubes. So it costs more and more and more the more you move up the canal, you know, on the same turn. And then I think I'll actually save this gray. And there we go. That's my round over. Tom's going to take that one. And now I'm immediately interested in this card, because we almost have that right here. We're just missing 1 orange, and we could just save 1 orange for the next round, and we could get this. We just get, each round, we'd get a resource of our choice. That could be huge. So yeah, I'm going to take that. We finally got a lucky roll here. No 1s, no 6s, no triples. So Tom is just going to spend 1 to do that market and get 2 points. Okay, we're going to need a few more rolls like that to get back in this. We are missing a 3 here. We can't afford more penalties, so we'll toss that in there. Now, I'm going to go hard on pink. There we go. Spin. We get these and the one that we saved. And we're going to get some of these cards out. Well, let's get this one out first. That's going to cost 3. So we got 2 left over. Okay, I like the idea of activating this. So that'll be 2 cubes. I now want to activate this card. And so we can take one of these windmill tokens to show that we've used the card, because you can only use it once per round. This costs an orange cube, and we'll get a coin and a point. And then this card we can activate, and it says, after using 1 or more of this type of district, gain a gray resource. Boom. Now we have 2 gray. I want to spend 1 of those gray to come here. We're going to get that. We're going to go to the black market with it, and instead of getting 2 money, we're going to get a resource of our choice. I want to take orange, because I want to save that for next round to activate that card. And now we might as well spin this gray, so let's just move up like that. Okay, and now we have the 1 coin For the market, let's just go ahead and do it. Why not? 2 points. Oh, and unfortunately, Tom is going to take this card from us. That would have been good for us. Okay, what's left? Oh, well, this is really good for us. Pay 2 coins, and then you can just take possession of a block without having to spend resources. Well, that could be very useful. Wow, this one's also good for us. If you take possession of a block of buildings, you get to advance 1 on the canal. We're really far behind on the canal, and we're going to definitely be wanting to put our crests out and take control of these blocks. So, both of those are really good. They both need a purple, which we don't have right there, because if we did, we could get that out right away. You know, we might not always have that money, and we want to spend the money at the market, so I'm going to get this one. Okay, we're going to need a big roll like we got last time. Oh, we tripled up the ones. So that's 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Across the 6-point bridge. Triple ones means he's going to go for the light blue dock. Well, that's where I was going. That's 3 points. And a coin. Gray 6. 1 there. 6 points plus 1 bonus. Then he's going to spend 3 to get 5 points. And Tom ignores any resource bonus that he would get. He just ignores those. Well, I think this game is going to be about, can we avoid getting lapped? We have the orange, so we'll be able to get that out. We can actually use that to get the purple that we need to get this out. So we're going to be able to get a lot of cards out here. I think we just want to max out our cubes here and go from there. We can get a 6 gray, 5 black. We got a lot to play with here. So let's go ahead. It's going to cost 2. We'll get 3 back, and then we'll actually even spend a pink to activate it. Get a coin. This is now orange, black, and or brown and 3 black. So we activate that. And let's use it. Get a resource of our choice. We'll get a purple. We can then do 2 gray and a purple to get that one out. Maybe we'll put this over here. That's going to let us move up 1 on the canal when we take possession of a block. And I think we definitely want to take possession of a block. Now, which one? That is the question. Let's go for the 3 pink. So we get to move up 1 on the canal. I'm going to spend 1 to move up an additional space. And that's 2 points for crossing that bridge. If we wanted to move up again, it would cost 2. But I think instead I'd like to sail. We're going to spend 2... 1, 2. Now that we're back here with this crane, we can load up our goods. Then I'm going to spend all 3, I think. 1, 2, 3. We're just going to start moving in this direction. All right, that's all we can do. Okay, Tom takes that. I like getting cubes. So maybe we'll try that. Okay. 3 2s. All right, another triple. This time the white dock. And any number of dock workers can come in here, so that's 3 points. And a coin. Then a brown 6. Yep, right here. And that can come here for 2. And then that's the 4 to get 6 points. And 1 movement. Okay, and now we actually do something kind of special. You can look there. We're on round 8, and that shows that any 6s that we roll are now going to become 1s. We do that after Tom has taken all of his actions. The reason for that is that if we were to put something in the 6 spot right now, there aren't enough rounds in the game left for that to get around to be worth anything. And so every round, we're going to be converting more and more of the high rolls into 1s. So let's see. At this point, I think we just want to take as many cubes as possible. And let's get 3 orange as well. Orange is good for us. So we spin. And all we have is 3 browns here. Not great. Now, right away, we can get a cube of our choice. Let's keep that in mind. I think we want it to be an orange. Yeah, so let's activate this. Get an orange cube. Let's then use that to activate this. We'll get a coin and a point. And then we can activate that, which will give us a gray cube. Okay, we'll spend these 3. And I will just put it here to get 2 coins. We can take advantage of that, move up 1. We can use these 4 coins to activate the market. That's 6 points. And 1 move up, which crosses over the 4. And then let's just go ahead and use this gray to move 1 up. That's it. Okay, Tom takes this. Yeah, this seems pretty doable. We'll do this one. Okay. We got 3 1s, so that's 1, 2, 3. 8 points. Now, we've already had the triple 1s before, so nothing's going to happen with that. But we do have a 6 in the gray. And, yeah, 2 gray right here. 5 points. No money, so we'll just get 1. And then this 6 becomes a 1. If we had rolled any 5s as well, those would also become 1s. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get 3 pink. And 2 black, I guess. Let's just maximize our cubes. Although if I got 1 purple... Actually, yeah, let's get 1 purple so I can just get this card out. Okay, that's good. Okay, so right away we'll use this to get a purple. And then 2 purple and a pink to get this card out. Let's then activate this. 1 orange. Coin. Point. This will then give us a gray. And then let's use this. Another coin. Well, let's see. We may end up using that. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's go 2 pink. Oh, and we also want to... Oh, sorry. We should have activated this card earlier. So Don't want to forget that. And then, yeah, we can activate that because we have activated one of those. That'll give us another coin. When we took that spot, we get to use this to move up 1. We'll use 1 to move up again. That's going to be 6 points. Okay, so we're left with this. We want to start delivering some stuff. So let's move 1. Now this is a spot that can take 1 good of any type. And so we're going to use our wine. We're going to get 5 points. And now let's go 1, 2, 3. We can deliver this. 6 more points. Let's just hold on to this for now. We don't have to spend it yet. Done. Okay, Tom's taking that one. Well, we could at least get that pink one done. Could also get this one done. If you sell a commodity on the black market, well, black market's filled up. That's not useful. When you deliver a commodity, gain 1 point. That would have been good earlier. So let's just take this because we can at least get it out. Okay. Okay, 1, black 6. Six points. No triples. Can't afford it, so just gets 1. And then in this case, 4s, 5s, and 6s all get converted to 1s. Well, let's take our 2 gray, I guess. And is there 1 of something that we need? Not especially. Yeah, just take another pink. Spin. So let's go ahead and get this out. Yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to spend 3 pink to get that. That's going to let us move up 1. We'll then activate this. Get a coin and a point. That lets us activate that. Get a gray. We'll activate this with this pink. That's a coin. Oh, and also we can activate that to get a coin because we used that district. I'm actually going to activate this and get a purple. I'm going to hold that over. We can take advantage of that market tile because we do have 5, so we can get 12 points. But I tell you what, I want to move 1 on this at least, because we definitely want to try to cross that 8. And then let's just sail with these other 3. We're going to get to that crane spot so we can pack those up. And then, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this. Spend a coin to get 2 more points. All right, round 11. Tom takes that one. Well, we can do this one, so we might as well take it. This will let us pay 3 money to activate 1 card each without spending resources. Wow. Well, that will help us activate that, so that turned out really great. we can at least avoid additional penalties. Well, we just rolled 1-1 there, so that's just one movement up. Nothing else. Can't afford the market, so it gets 1 coin. All right, very good. Now, only 2s remain. We got a couple 2s. Everything else is a 1. Having 2 purple will actually help quite a bit. So we're going to get 1 purple and maybe 2 orange. Yeah. That works for me. So let's get this card out right away. Get 2 black back. 1 pink. And we have this purple that we saved. Now that's good because, yeah, I need this spot here in order to connect all these up. Yeah, because these 2 aren't adjacent. You have to look at the little lines there. Yep, so here, we're going to use this to get a purple. And we'll spend 3 purple. Grab that. And we can load it right away because we're on a crane spot. That's going to give us a movement. Now what are we going to do? Well, we got these 2 pinks. We could use our 2 here to get 2 money. We want to spend 1 to move up 1, get those 8 points. We also want to spend 1 to move up here. We'll go ahead and deliver... Which one of these? This is the furthest away. So that'll be 7 points. Yeah, let's just activate these 2. Get 2 money. I think I kind of want to save the money, so I'm not going to use that. I'll save one of these blacks, I guess, or... Because can we deliver these anywhere? Does it even make sense to try to sail and get somewhere? I don't know that it does. I think we should probably just move up this track and try to get those 10 points. So I'll spend 2 to get my second move up the canal. We're going to try to get into this last spot there and get those 10 points. Yep, I think that's everything. Last round. Well, that's a shame. Feels like this is the only one we could actually accomplish, so we'll just grab that. Okay, so got in 10 points. Can't use the market. So these are now all 1s. So we can just take the 1 brown. Yeah, I'll take 1 purple, I guess. So let's do a lot of activations here. 1, 2. That's $2. We need to get to 5 to take advantage of that, which we can easily do. Spend 1 orange. Coin and a point. There we are. That means we can take advantage of this. And that. Extra coin. Gray cube. We now have 5 coins. It's 11 points. And a cube of our choice. I think I better take a brown. Then spin these 2 browns to get this out. I think I'm going to spend 3 gray. Take that. We'll then spend 1. Oh, well, hold, first of all. That gives us one of these movements. We'll then spend 1 to move up 1, and then we'll spend 2 to to get in. That's 10 points. So, hey, we reached 100. I now want to move 1 back here to this crane so I can load that in. And then we're going to spend 3. Come into port, deliver this. That's 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about all she wrote, I think. So we might as well spend this 1 to get 2 more points. And that's it. We can't really do anything with those other ones. So there we go. That looks like the end of the game. Okay, it's now time to add up our final points. Tom has no cards. He doesn't get, penalty tokens or anything like that. The first thing we calculate for him is his largest group of crests. And it looks like it's 3. He has 3 connected here. Oh, wait, no. It's actually 6, because he has that. There's a little connection there, which is connecting these and that. I didn't see that. So unfortunately, he's going to get 3 points for each of those. That's going to be 18 points. He then gets 1 point for every 2 money left over. So he's going to get 2 more points. And there we go. That's his final total. So now it's our turn. We have 1 card left over that we have to discard. And we get a penalty token for that. We have 3 penalty tokens. And as you can see here, if you have 1 penalty token, you lose 3 points. 2, 8, 3, 15 points. Know what I said about scoring 100? Well, not yet. Okay, we then get to take some points from our in-game scoring cards. And we have just 1 here, which is giving us a point for every one of our crests. And it looks like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hey, back over 100. We then get to do the city evaluation. I forgot to talk about this, but at the beginning of the game, we drew 1 random district, and it happened to be pink. And so whoever has the most crests in the pink district is going to get an additional, in a 2-player game, 5 points. And that is us. We beat Tom there 4-2. And then for every 2 of our leftover cubes and resources, we get a point. Also, if we had any leftover money or dock workers. So we have 4, so that's just 2 extra points. And so there we go. We were absolutely crushed by Tom. But there you go. That was a complete solo playthrough of Amsterdam. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.